talked about this last week. I know how to make your real estate agents beholden to you. I do. And by the way, real estate agents, I know that you're going to want to be beholden to the loan officers when we have this conversation. If you would like to find out how, I mean it, all you gotta do is click this banner right over there. Did you folks know that there are currently 1.55 million homeowners in this country right now as we sit here today that are at least 90 days late on their mortgage? Now, about half of those are part of the FHA, and well, that's kind of typical. Now, most delinquent borrowers are in the COVID-19 forbearance plans, but in the next few months, a whole crap ton of those mortgages are going to run up against their 18-month forbearance limits, which means they have to come out, and that's when you know what hits the fan. Now, some borrowers may be able to resume their pre-pandemic mortgage payments. However, many will require loan modifications, right? We love that term, to reduce their monthly payments to levels that they can afford, which, by the way, is very, very convenient. Side note here, guys, I don't know if you guys are catching this, but let's say that you can make your payment, but you choose not to make your payment. Following me? Then, when you're supposed to resume making your payment after your forbearance period, but you don't, you're going to get rewarded with a loan modification, where your principal will be reduced and your interest rate will be cut, and you won't have to pay any fees to make this thing happen. Now, on the flip side of this, if you can make your payment and you do make your payment, you get nothing. You get nothing. In short, we reward for doing, the wrong thing. Apparently, this is the new American way. But moving on, we have a new loss mitigation called Waterfall, and here's how it works. Remember, if you want this, all you have to do, quit making your mortgage payment. Now, for borrowers who can resume their pre-pandemic payments, remember, don't do this one. The servicer will bring your mortgage current by using the FHA's partial claim funds to pay the servicer an amount equal to the borrower's delinquency, including principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. You know your PITI. Taxes and insurance are covered to the extent that they are escrowed. See, here's the problem. The borrower then is going to owe the amount of the arrearages as a second lien. That's no good. Payable when the mortgage is extinguished. This part of the Waterfall remains as it was before, though it is now rebranded as the COVID-19 Recovery Standalone Partial Claim Act. See, paying that stuff on a second, who wants that crap? Now, borrowers who can't resume their old payment, this is the one that you want to do, don't make your payment, are eligible for a loan modification. Previously, the FHA had a complicated waterfall for determining this modification monthly payment amount, depending on what the borrower could afford and whether the borrower was willing to provide documentation. The new loss mitigation waterfall streamlines, I love that term, streamlines this process, requiring minimal documentation, meaning basically nothing. All you have to do is have an attestation of hardship. It offers most borrowers a deeper payment reduction than they would have received without documentation and comparable with what they would have received with full documentation. So what you get without giving any documentation to saying it's hardship, the new COVID-19 recovery modification targets a 25% P&I reduction without the income documentation required at all, rather than the old 20% PITI reduction with all the income documentation burden, and they're calling it a burden, under the FHA HAMP Act. So yes, boys and girls, all you have to do right now is quit making your payment, and you're gonna get 25% slashed off your principal and interest, and this modification / refinance is what we used to refer to as a no-doc loan. In our case, just don't make your payment and everything is going to work out for you. What in the hell, my friends, is the world coming to? Hey, listen, fun show, kind of scary, but this is where we're at right now in life. Make sure you share this on your social sites because, keep the conversation going, and let's find out what you guys think about the new FHA waterfall for half those 1.55 million people who ain't making their payments.